Good morning, YouTube friends, and welcome to a very special video. As you read the title, this is our moving vlog and how we spent our last few days in Orlando, Florida before moving to Puerto Rico. So join me and this handsome man in our journey. During our last few days, we visited some of our favorite places, and this is Celebration, Florida. We love walking our dogs here because it's super close to Disney. We also went to Disney Springs. I went with a couple of friends. We social distanced, wore our masks. We went to Wine Bar George. Ali was very emotional. We had some drinks. The food was actually really good. I had the hummus plate and then the meatballs, which were actually very delicious, so I recommend. We walked around Disney Springs, which was deserted, and we saw the movies that were playing before the whole pandemic happened, which was totally weird to see. Ironically, I think I hung out with Ali more during the pandemic than beforehand because we were so busy, but we did a lot of tanning. We visited a couple of new restaurants. We went to Suhai, where they fry your burrito, and it's amazing. And then we ate it over at the Baldwin Park area, which is super cute. Reminds me a lot of the Celebration, but a little bit closer to downtown. So if you're in that area, check it out. And here's Ali doing TikTok references that only we get. And we also checked out Gideon's Bakehouse, which has these monster amazing cookies, so I totally recommend. And we visited some classics. We went to Kobe's Steakhouse. We got scared by the guy when he was doing the whole fire volcano, so we died laughing. So that's us having a good time. Of course, we had to go to Twisty Treat one last time as Florida residents, and of course I had to blow the straw in his face because I am a child, but then Ruben's also a child because he ordered a burger during breakfast with our friends at Kiki's. And he tried Sonic for the first time because we don't have any here in Puerto Rico. We also had to fit in some home-cooked meals, and we visited his mom and his grandma, and they taught us how to make arepas, and they came out so delicious. You have to look at this. Oh my gosh, I really want to eat some again. Look at that. Look at the steam coming out. Oh, amazing. And even though we know we'll be back, it did kind of hurt saying goodbye to Disney Springs. Well, not a goodbye, a see you later. We both got really emotional and did a lot of emotional shopping, and we took all that stuff home with us. But I'll see you again, Disney. It was all fun and games until it wasn't all fun and games, and we had to get serious and do a lot of packing. Like, a lot of packing. And luckily, I had my golden girls here to help me, as well as Ruben and his mom. It was a busy day, but honestly, it made it better being with them, with their help. And then we came back to the super empty apartment, and Prism Mike was there doing the inflatable bed. And our last night in the apartment, of course, we had to get a little tipsy. And what is a sleepover without pranks on your mother-in-law? They acted as if Goku had peed on her while she was asleep, so we got a good laugh before going to bed. Then the day arrived that we were flying over to Puerto Rico, and I wish I could say it was a smooth trip, but it was not. Alas, we were supposed to be leaving at 7:30. We woke up at 7:30, so it was mayhem in the morning getting to the airport. Of course, it was a very emotional goodbye, but we made it through. Goku was being a great boy in his little pet carrier, and so was Leo. He was here ready to nap. They both traveled before to Puerto Rico, so they are very experienced travelers. Apparently, I'm not an experienced traveler because I basically sat on my Frappuccino as I was trying to get all our bags sorted in the airplane, so I got it all over the seatbelt, our food, the seat, and my jacket, and my pants. So that was awesome. I was freezing for a while, but then we were in there safe and sound. Leo had some in-flight snacks, as well as Goku. I just didn't record that. And we had some beautiful views as we were flying until they weren't beautiful anymore because we hit this area where there was a lot of Sahara dust in the air. So yeah, it's not that my camera's dirty, it's that literally that's the dust. So I did not get any beautiful shots of us nearing the island or getting the ocean. This is as good as it gets, but at least we made it safe and sound. Then it was time to go get tested for COVID-19. So the airport was offering free tests, but the wait time was like over 40 minutes. We started to wait there, but then decided to go make an appointment at a lab. So in the meantime, we drove over to Palmas, which is basically like this beach house area It's maybe like an hour away from where we were going to be staying, but we had to basically quarantine ourselves there in the meantime while we waited for our results. So my parents have a beach house there, so that's where we waited and stayed. Not very bad because basically gave us vacation. We met our neighbors, the iguanas, the ducks. It was honestly a great time. As soon as we got there, Ruben started setting up his Xbox to play with his boys, and the electricity went off because we started having this amazing storm, a rainstorm going on. But then it was sunny skies for the rest of our stay. We played a lot of pool. We went on walks with our dogs. We had this beautiful view where we saw all our iguana friends and all our ducks coming to see us. We also went to the beach club that they have there. We chilled. We did some sun bathing, we ate, we drank. We had honestly a mini vacation before starting our new life here, which was honestly great. I cannot complain that I had to wait for my COVID-19 results in such a place with such company. Our test results came back negative, which was awesome. So now it was time to actually visit our family and friends and break the news that we moved there. We actually did this as a surprise. First, we visited my grandparents over at Arecibo. They knew that we were here, but they didn't know the reason why. They thought that we were just visiting, so we got to surprise them. Yes, that was my grandma cursing at the fact that we were there. But then we broke the news to them. My grandpa was very confused. My grandma was in shock that my mom didn't say anything. But of course, she was very happy, as you can see with the clapping. And my grandpa was confused. While I was there, I also FaceTimed both of my aunts and broke the news that we moved there, and surprise, they were excited too. Then we went over to my other aunt's house where my other grandparents were. At first they didn't see me because I was hiding behind that little column, and then she found me. She was very confused. She called over my grandpa, and then they were very excited to see us. My little cousin was also very confused at the beginning, but then very happy to see us. My aunt was shocked and confused. My grandma was confused. My grandpa was confused? Everybody's confused, basically. But everybody's happy. Last but not least, we visited one of my best friends, Estefania, which gave me the stink eye because she thought I was a stranger recording her. But then when she realized, she was shocked. Her dad was shocked. They invited us in for margaritas, and we FaceTimed some of our friends that were not in Puerto Rico to break the news, and we celebrated. Once we were done breaking the news to everybody, we did a lot of celebrating for Ruben's birthday. We had a special menu with steak, which is his favorite, lots of desserts that he loves, and we FaceTimed his mom as we sang him happy birthday. So, happy belated birthday, baby! Even though our last few days in Orlando consisted of see you laters with our friends and families, we are very grateful for all the times that we spent together and all the memories that we made. We know we will definitely be back to visit them and visit Disney, so this is not the last Orlando has seen of us, but now we will be starting our journey in Puerto Rico. We have found an apartment. We're both currently working. We did furniture shopping, and now we listen to this every night when we go to sleep. So I'm excited for this new journey for both of us, for all our friends and family that will come visit us, and us visiting Orlando, our traveling, and how the videos will evolve. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye!